Horrible.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Locked In with Big Homie Grant here. So what's poppin'? So here's we have IWF's own. He's the IWF Intercontinental Championship briefcase holder, Austin Harper. He is the leader of the following. Man, that stable freaks me out sometimes when I sit backstage. Oh, damn. And we were supposed to have a guest. He is the IWF Finnegan champion, Dr. Jennings, but, you know, a repeat offender no-showed again. So he
once in a hush and then ran away.
He no-showed. He no-showed once again, and that pisses me off. So, then we had the flirtatious psychopath Hush in the building today.
No need for flattery, big homie.
So,
it's not helping.
So now, off the bat, we just got off of a pay-per-view called Crash Course.
Yeah, Golden Glory.
And Golden Glory. So, Gold and Glory was one of the biggest pay-per-views in IWF history. It showcased Venom X, the Dimension Darkwood, the World Heavyweight Champion GVD versus Holloman. That was like one of the best matches that I've ever seen on the IWF network. And
very one-sided.
Then
James Ellsworth is a better wrestler than GVD.
Then we had two iconic matches that had the Dark King versus King Verdi to showcase who was the better king, and Verdi came out on top. Then we had the flirtatious psychopath Hush versus the chaotic trickster, one half of the RLC and one half of the Strike Force champions, Brandon Doolin.
Other than that, you must pronounce his name. It's the chaotic trickster, Harambe Doolittle.
Then we had like a little side piece action with Harper in there, but damn sure he came out on top. So now let's get into business. And let's get straight into the hardcore business. Fisting, fucking anal sex everywhere. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. YouTube monetize my video on this shit, but damn sure fuck YouTube. Fuck the guideline shit, bro. Fuck the piracy shit, bro. Now, the flirtatious psychopath Hush took on the chaotic trickster Harambe Doolin one-on-one. Then something magical came out of the ring and spit black mist into the black face of Harambe Doolin.
Isn't that racist?
Then when that mysterious object rolled Harambe Doolin into the ring, Hush took the 1, the 2, the 3 count for the win. So,
and the 4.
Then Mr. Hush, I want to know, what was going through your head when that mysterious woman came out and helped you aid into the victory against Doolin?
See, what you don't understand is Doolin set that up himself. See, before the match even fell, Doolin said we could do this one of two ways. We could either have this match man-to-man, one-on-one, no foul play. But it wouldn't be fair if I didn't have a plan B, because Doolin played foul. Halfway through the match, he broke my nose, he pulled up the barbed wire, and everything was thrown out the window of his rules. So, plan B. I had the beautiful Miranda. He didn't know what hit him. And the flayed man put him down. 1, 2, 3. Lying down on top of his luscious body, so to speak. Well, quite literally. If you've ever seen me pin a man, I'm always on top. But no, Doolin will not be amused when he sees that footage. However, Just keep watching, because you'll be seeing Miranda a lot more.
Talking about this Miranda, I was backstage, and I was like, contemplating what I do. And after that match, I seen Hush and Miranda walk past me. I was like, okay, I'm okay, all right. Let's be calm, keep calm, and be yourself. And then some match came up in my head. Let's interview him, and then let's interview this guy I'm about to talk to right now. Ugh. Now, he is a former IWF World Champion. He did lose the title at not Crash Course, but the other favorite. I don't know what.
I was never pinned. Keep that in mind.
You were never pinned. Yes, you were never pinned. But GVD pinned the Mitch Darkwood, and the Mitch Darkwood never got the rematch, and Harper took on the rematch and lost. Now,
yes, Miss Didi, the shortest reigning IWF World Heavyweight Champion of all time.
Then,
and the flattest.
And then, Harper took the mindset of what was going through his mind about losing the world title, and then he snapped. And then he turned into a cultist type leader. He has introduced the following, and then Harper took on Perona one-on-one in a steel cage match. The winner, if Perona loses, Perona joins the following. And then Perona came up short, and then Perona turned on the Los Javas, and then joined the following. So, Harper, I want to know, what was your reaction, and what was the thoughts of creating the following and making it a cultist type staple?
Well, the following started out as just an idea. It started to an now it's all to I don't know if you saw the pre-show on Sunday following Axel Rion and Nelson Haynes showed how, and now they are the #1 contenders for the IWF Tag Team Championships.
Ooh.
Very
interesting, very intriguing. #1 contenders for the IWF Strikeforce Championships? Damn.
Yes, he means those. Which is interesting, considering after I talked to Cynthia, just tune in this Sunday and keep a close eye on the RLC. Well, I know you close eye on them. You keep a close eye on pretty much every guy on the roster.
Then, at Golden Glory, we saw a match of the greatest ages. The leader of the Resistance, went up against the Corporation's own Jack. Then the Ace came up and overcame the odds, dethroned Jack. Cynthia took over. Cynthia fired Jack on the spot. And then
hold on, he overcame the odds. He defeated a defenseless old man. I don't care if Jackie had boxing experience. The Ace is in his prime, so defeating an old man and getting cheered by the crowd. Isn't Jack like 74? That's what I was saying. He's an old man. Ooh, man, overcame the odds of a 74-year-old man. What a champ. I would have helped him, but after my match with Doolin, there wasn't much blood that could come out anymore. I was too busy celebrating with Ace's ex-girlfriend, Perona. Quote-unquote celebrating.
if he's gonna be too happy I said that.
No. I can't wait till he sees this interview.
Oh, me too. He's gonna be so mad. Oh, it's gonna be great.
Okay, I've always heard a rumor backstage among our female roster members that the ace is half an inch shy of an inch.
Ooh. Corona can confirm.
I can confirm too. I've seen his medical record.
That's two.
I've seen everyone's medical record except yours. Yours, you don't even have one. It's very odd. You should look into that.
What do you mean? I've got a record.
Well, you have an injury record, but you don't have any physical examinations.
Uh-oh.
I've seen Jimmy D's pictures too, but they weren't in the medical record. They were on Cynthia's cell phone.
Well, sorry to disappoint you, Hush, but you're not going to give me a physical examination.
No worries. Not intentional.
Nothing personal, of course.
No.
I respect.
I don't like
your
the
line of work.
odds. I don't like the odds. The following is quite the big group to take on. It's not my type of game.
The biggest group hold up. The biggest group out there called The Following. So let's get into details about that, sir. The Following has recruited another member, a former member of the corporation, a former member of the tag team with Ray's. Miss Ray's. I was disappointed about you when I seen you backstage, you know. And then Mr. Harper used his cultist ways to recruit Tommy Jinx into The Following. And then The Following is a big stable. But what can happen? You see, there's cults out the world called the Branch Davidians. The Branch Davidians, Charles Manson and his cult, and then other cults that failed.
Are you comparing me?
The Branch Davidians.
If you're comparing me to Charles Manson, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it.
I am not comparing you to Charles Manson.
You should be. He is very similar, except he hasn't gotten caught.
Charles Manson is a murderer. A guy.
Wrong. He never killed anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Charles Manson.
But he is still being punished, being the leader.
The deadliest man on the planet is Charles Manson. The biggest cults in Texas. The Branch Davidians. The Branch Davidians.
Hold on. Did you just call us a cult?
You are a cultist type leader, sir.
No, we are not a cult. We are a following. We are exactly ourselves.
But you do have the cultist attitude, sir.
I don't portray myself as a god. Sure, I've called myself God. I don't portray myself as one, though.
The only god in this interview is God's only child. The flatterious psychopath.
I'm no god, though. I am God's only child. There's a difference, you see. These people, there's a difference that people don't seem to understand. And this is why I myself have nothing against Austin Harper. Society views us as something that we are not, because they don't understand us.
Exactly.
Harper here is just leading a group. He is helping these men. Look into these men, every single one of them. I know, for example, that Nelson Haynes used to be homeless. I don't know much about the others, but I've heard the Nelson Haynes situation. So I remember when he joined. He was one of the first. But they're all broken people, and they all needed help. And Harper reached out to these people, and how do these fans of his thank him? They turn their backs and follow someone like the Ace.
Who who will switch his mindset with a snap of a finger. I don't know if you remember, Mr. Hush, 6 months for being one of those quote-unquote hard workers. And now, the insults.
That's how it is. So people will turn on you once you see the truth.
Exactly.
The corporation wasn't the bad guys either. Yes, we did some very questionable things, including slamming D1 ADHD Viper through a spotlight that he craved. But we were
only
just fulfilling
what he wanted.
We were just following a job. We would receive opportunities that we weren't receiving by ourselves for various reasons. Or some of us were brand new to the roster, and we were just following an order for a prize. Very simple.
Indeed.
Under our contract. Yes, like I said, we did do some very questionable things. We did take out people for things considered breaking freedom of speech, but they were enemies of Jack, and he paid us well. So, any other questions, little interviewer man?
Now we have a pay-per-view coming up called Blackout. Now I don't know where Blackout's being hosted at, but let's always figure this out. I will always be at every pay-per-view, ready to interview anyone. So if I was you people of IWF, hit me up, and then I'll hit you. Then I'll hit up your agents, and then your agents will hit up my agents, and then we'll do some business.
More questions. I would just like to add, I am saving these people in the following. I don't give them orders, do what they want. I am mere offering them salvation. Look at Tommy Jinx's career. Look what he did before he joined the following.
He lost every single week.
A single match. Look at Nelson Haynes. He was living on the street. Seeing people begging for money while they walk by with their skis.
Look at Korea.
Look at Perona. She was with a quote-unquote, and if he can really even be considered that, since he can makes threat after threat without backing it up.
Even better is the funny part that she didn't even realize that he was just using her for popularity. See, every one of Ace's fans seems to be a woman. Yet, for very odd reasons, his hotel rooms, when she is not on the same card as him, are always locked away from the rest of the interviewers. He's always busy. Signing and hanging out with fans.
I don't know if you remember, Mr. Hush, there was a report last year, around December, where Ace and Verona, a scuffle, let's call it, and they ended up riding off into separate cars, but there was a woman seen getting into Ace's car around 11:09 that night.
Ooh, you remember there was another fun little scandal, and it was a sort of a odd situation. It was back, I think it was the beginning of this season, actually. There was a woman that got signed who also reported being pregnant with Ace's child while he was with Perona. And due to politics reasons, before Jack was in charge, she was swiftly released and paid handsomely to not talk, as well as a few other superstars that were not going to stay quiet about the situation released shortly after.
Oh.
Candy Crush.
Ooh. I remember him. The rebellious one.
Also, Perona's brother was released around that time, too.
That is true.
But yes, AC Poo. Here's a fun topic. He's afraid of me. It's funny.
You know what I find very interesting, though? Even after that steel cage match that had Rona, that bloody match. Even after the following attacked her, the Ace, nowhere to be seen.
That is quite odd, actually, considering you would expect him to be the first one there.
Of course.
Oh, here's another one. Not to cut you off by any means, but this brings me to one interesting topic. When the Resistance versus Corporation match was set, throughout the weeks leading up to it, when we would attack members of the Resistance, Ace would be nowhere to be seen. But when we attacked the Ace, the entire Resistance team came out.
Exactly.
The entire team.
So this is to all the fans who are going to be listening to this interview either later today or tomorrow. How is Ace your hero? When in reality, it's a man with two sides. A good side and a bad side. Ace happens to let the bad side overtake that good side. Now, it's good.
Hope he doesn't cut out. He's gonna cut out. You there, Mr. Harper?
I'm here.
So, we got pauses for a minute. Go to commercial. We're back from commercial. Now, I just got a secret message from the Dark King, and he wanted to quote something. He says,
"Oh, you hear that, Hush?
Yep.
Secret message from the Dark King who wants to hang out later. Say Applebee's."
Actually, I have a date with the Dark King myself. It's not really a date, because Miranda will be there. But I can't go into further detail.
So, he told me to tell you, the IWF universe, your world leaders have told you lies. So many lies that it's suffering the greatest choke of your country.
I hate his accent.
Yeah, Lita. But,
Hush, choke, pinky.
But, your world leaders will fall to this greatest mass, the greatest mass that's living beneath the earth. But, the true relentlessness of this warrior, the days will be built once again.
When you're done there, Mr. Interviewer, I actually have just the Mr. Hush would like to hear.
Now, the Dark King said that to you guys. Now, let's see what Mr. Harper wants to say.
Okay, Mr. Hush, I've got a little story about Miss Perona. Did you know? Now, the Dark King was talking about, or something about choking this country or whatever, but that reminded me. Ace probably won't be saying this, but Perona likes to be choked. It's a nice sexual fantasy.
Well, then she must really enjoy the Aces World Championship matches, because he always ends up choking. Think about it. Every single opportunity he's had, he's choked.
Every single one.
Venomax, Austin Harper, even though it was not a one-on-one match, his one opportunity with you, it doesn't matter. He was there. Oh no.
Now,
I don't know. Speaking of Venomax, he sure can take a pounding. Well, actually, GVD could take a pretty big pounding too. Did you see him actually tap out during that match?
I did.
He actually tapped out, but he still retained, so... Referees.
That reminds me and Sullen, they were quote unquote hitting it off. I think of me just offering him more opportunity. Whatever he wants. Title matches, money, win.
I don't think he likes women, considering the pay-per-view he nearly broke one's neck.
That is true.
I don't know, though. He didn't once have a woman, but she changed.
Maybe he wants a man.
I don't know, I wouldn't say that to his face if I were you. I've seen the things he does to people. Oh dear.
Now,
I bet. I hope he doesn't hear this then. Then again, I have following. What has he got?
He's bigger than you. I don't know.
now we are coming to the end, near the end of this, but I'm going to say it again. At Blackout, I am open for any interviews. If you need any interviews, IWF Universe or IWF Superstars.
One thing I do have to ask you, Mr. Interviewer.
Yes, sir.
How come every time you have an interview, you always ring my phone number? You always want hush on your show. This show. You want hush that show. You want hush this show. If you want to fuck me, you might as well tell me the truth, because I know I'm irresistible. But I like to be on top.
So IWF Superstars, if you need an interview, contact me or contact my agents, and we'll contact you. We'll contact you anywhere. We will contact your agents or anything. Contact Warfare Attack, anything you want, because we will get you on. But until then, please stay tuned.